What's good, everybody? It's your host, Andre Dorsey, here, y'all, on the Dmgaming show. Got a good show up for you today. We got a special guest to the show, Not Katt Williams. Yes, not Katt Williams. Yeah, I'm not gonna say Katt Williams is here. It's not really Katt Williams, as y'all know, but gonna have him joining me later on in the show. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about today, including a possible return to the boxing video game franchise. And what did Trump and the White House say about violent video games? Y'all stay tuned to the Dmgaming Morning Show. What's going on, everybody? Excuse me. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. The storm's coming. The storm is coming. So, y'all, we got to get into this, man, because I don't know what to say. I haven't read the article yet, but y'all know Trump has said some stuff a while back about, well, not a while back. I think it was last week or the week before last about video games and their influence on the culture. It's very, you know, it's not as great as me. I wish that video games influence was as great as me, but it wasn't. It's not. It's never going to be. It's never going to be that way. I'm amazing. I'm awesome. I'm everything. You know, it's one of them things, y'all. I was like, dude, are we still blaming video games for the violence in children? You know, mind you, I am 30 years old. I grew up playing video games. The Nintendo came out when I was a kid, and I played it, and I had one, and I've played it ever since. Even played the Atari. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto for as long as I can remember. Assassin's Creed, all kinds of stuff. And I've never wanted to cause violence to a group of people. Everybody get mad and want to punch somebody in the face. That's different. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Y'all know what we talking about. Y'all know. So video games, in my opinion, don't do that to people. So why are they attacking it? Now I have an article pulled up from the Verge.com. You can go to the website. It's www.theverge.com/Trump's video game violence meeting. This article is, it says the White House meeting on video game violence was unproductive and bizarre. There is some programming that contains just absolute mind-boggling violence. That's a quote from Trump. Now, I'll say this. People talk about video games. Is there violence? Yes. But here's the thing. Guess what, y'all? Can I tell y'all a secret? Y'all want to know a secret? Video games has a rating system. Yeah. Kind of mind-boggling, isn't it? Yeah, video games has a rating system, and if kids are playing it, who's to blame? Not going to say the children. It's the parents there, buddy. Yeah, the parents. Parents need to be more into what their children are doing, and that's the truth. I used to work at GameStop. Y'all know that. We could not legally sell a rated M game, which is mature. You have to be 17 or older. You could not legally sell that. That is the equivalent of selling cigarettes to a minor. We could not only lose our job, but the store could be closed down. And I mean, what else do you want from video games? Instead of, yes, they're violent, but so are rated R movies. Have y'all seen Deadpool? Have you seen the movie Spawn? I mean, there's some movies out there that you are just like, bro, what in the what? You know what I'm saying? But he's not attacking movies. He's attacking video games. It's like, bro, why? I just do not get it. Why? Why are you attacking video games? Why is this such a thing? And let's get into the article. And then, I'm going to read the article. Let's get into it. It's by Russell Brandom. And I guess his Twitter handle is @Russell Brandom, and it's Brandom, not Brandon, unless it's a misspell. I don't think it is. Brandom. You can follow him on Twitter and Facebook. This article was actually written yesterday at 6:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's get into the article. It says today, President Trump brought together top executives of the gaming industry, parents groups, and members of Congress for a meeting to discuss violence in video games. So right there. Top executives of the gaming industry. They're not going to want their bottom line hurt. Games sell a lot, especially Grand Theft Auto. But like I said, y'all, video games already has a rating system so that kids aren't supposed to be playing them. Movies are more violent than video games. You know what? Let's hit that up on Twitter real quick. Let's tweet this out right quick. We're going to start a poll. What's more violent, video games or movies? Okay. Let me see. I'm just tweeting this out. Y'all know how we do it, man. Just hold on. Be patient. You can follow us on Twitter @DMgaming5. That's our Twitter handle. Oh, okay. Let's do a poll. The question is, what's more violent? Choice 1 will be video games. Choice 2 will be movies. And I'm going to throw a 3 in there. Idiotic people. How about that? And we're going to run this let's just run it for today. No, you know what? Let's run it for the week. Let's do a week. And when we come back on this. Okay, so we're going to run it for a week. It's up now. So on Twitter, follow us on Twitter @DMgaming5. Turn on notifications. Go to it. Vote. And we're going to see what's more violent. Video games, movies, or idiotic people. Yes, I did put idiotic people on there because, man, I don't think you can blame movies or idiotic people. I'm just saying whatever. But let's finish reading this article. So where do we leave off? Announced last week as part of President Trump's response to the Parkland shooting. And y'all, he's reaching. To be honest, he's reaching because This happened after the Parkland shooting, and video games have come up in the past about its violence and its effect on the youth. But guys, there's a rating system. I'm like, bro, why is there a rating system put in place if people aren't going to use it? I'm sorry, I just don't get it. Anyway. And video games just got in the crosshairs because they're looking for everybody to blame but the guns and whatever the case may be. The meeting was hastily assembled and has been criticized as a purposeful distraction from more concrete gun control measures. I will already agree with him on that. I really believe that. It is hastily. Like they're holding a meeting to give off the illusion of we're serious about this. We're very serious about this. I can hear it. Can y'all hear him say, we're very serious about this. It's a very serious issue. We've been playing video games for years. I've played video games myself. I've played GTA, Grand Theft Auto is what the young kids call it. And after playing it, I wanted to go out and do some harm to people because that's the influence that the video games have. That's the kind of thing I can picture him saying. But let's read on. So the proceedings were closed to the press. Wow, I wonder why. But by all accounts, the meeting was a strange one. The president opened the meeting by showing a supercut of hyper-violent gameplay scenes, apparently compiled from online streamers, a compilation that was later posted to the White House's official YouTube account. Wow! According to the Washington Post, the president asked the group, "This is violent, isn't it?" Let me say it in his voice. The president asked the people, "This is violent, isn't it?" Yeah, it's violent. And y'all, I'm going to play it. I know y'all can't hear, but I'm going to play it, and I'm going to watch this video myself. I want to see what the fuss is about. So it's a minute. Okay. That was Sniper Elite 3, Call of Duty. And I don't know what that game is. That looks like that's Friday the 13th. That's Call of Duty. Okay. I don't know what that game was. It's like Metal Gear Solid. That look like Wolfenstein. That's Fallout. That's Sniper Elite with the X-ray cam, which is sick. Love it, but I've never wanted to like do that in real life. He just cut his head smooth off. Okay, y'all. So after watching that, I don't feel anything. Maybe because I've been playing video games all my life. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. The most gruesome thing on there was the Sniper Elite. If you've never played Sniper Elite, go play it. It's an awesome game. It is rated M for mature because it's violent with the X-ray cam. But the X-ray cam is so cool. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. I didn't see anything in this clip that isn't seen in the movies. Literally, I've seen worse stuff in movies than this. And I'm being dead serious. I'm not saying that to support video games. I'm being so serious. Y'all go check out the video. It's on the White House's YouTube account. Go check it out and watch it for yourself. And you're going to be like, bro, I've seen movies with more gruesome stuff than this. And the stuff with the Call of Duty, okay, they had a group of guys in the airport, it looks like, and they were just shooting people down. I would like for the White House to get a video compilation of war and American soldiers gunning down and dropping bombs, killing hundreds of thousands of innocent people, and put that on their Facebook page, because it happens. There are casualties in war. We all know this. And there are innocent people who get killed as well. And what about the non-innocent people? You know what I'm saying? They posted pictures of a dead Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein. That's not violent. You put that all over the news, parading it. That's not violent. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. He ain't talking about these videos of these beheadings and stuff like that that's circling around the internet. No, he wants to attack video games because he feels that makes people want to go out and do. If anything, it keeps people from doing that because they're doing it in a video game. Like Need for Speed, perfect example. Need for Speed tells you, look, bruh, don't be going out trying to do this crap in real life. Keep it in the game. If you want to do it, just do it on the video game. You get what I'm saying? They stretching, man. Video games does not cause people to be violent. And the people who say that are the people who don't play video games. If you play it, you would know that. Let me continue reading. Attendees said there was little serious talk of government restriction on content, which would present significant legal challenges. And the conversation focused on more robust age restrictions or voluntary measures that could be undertaken by the industry itself. So basically, they was like, damn, that meeting wasn't about nothing. I'm gonna tell you, they held that meeting just to say that we had a meeting. We had a meeting. It was excellent. Everybody loved everything I had to say. They understood. They even said, hey, we got to change something. So basically what it sounds like that they could do, if they're going to, is a more broad range of ratings. And I'm not opposed to that. I don't have an issue with that because I agree that there's some games like being able to play Grand Theft Auto at the age of I think it's 17 for a rated M game. I think you should be 18, the same age that you got to be to buy cigarettes, or I ain't even going to say 21, man. I'll just say 18. By that time, your brain is fully developed anyway, my son can go play Grand Theft Auto. He plays Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and he's 12, and he's not a violent person at all. It doesn't influence people. It has to already be in that person. You see what I'm saying? But a more broad rating system, I could agree with that. I can because, even if you look at games now, there's a lot, like the big AAA titles, a lot of them are rated M. Simply because the video game industry is keeping up with the people who were there from the start, like us, But anyway, like I said, I'm not opposed to that. And we'll talk about that in a different video. But, let's see where we at. It says the president encouraged game developers to explore things they can do on their own to make things healthier in society, said Media Research Center President Brent Borzell, and that's where it was left. So he's not changing anything. Congress isn't going to change anything. He's basically saying, hey, guys, can you do something on your own? You know who I feel like he should have in the meeting? Who wasn't in the meeting? The press. Because the press is responsible, I feel, for more violence, destruction, lies, and deceit than any entity in the world. Because the press has been known and been proven to manipulate stuff. There's bad people in every society, every civilization, every walk of life. So what makes us think that the media is just completely super honest? No, there's stories and facts proven of big time media outlets fabricating stories, leaving out details. There's even videos you can watch on how they construct a story to make it sound and look the way they want it to make it sound and look. And there's been people who have been interviewed who have come in later and said, no, they changed that, or they cropped this out or cut that out, and it makes it sound like I'm saying something that I'm not. And they tell you the full story, and it's not even close to what the media was showing. That's who they need to blame. But let's continue. In part, that may be a result of who was in attendance. None of the three conservative critics in attendance have any particular focus on video games, and each is better known for their work in other areas. Parents TV Council members Melissa Henson writes primarily about liberal values in Hollywood, while fellow attendees Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman specializes in teaching military tactics to police officers. He was quoted telling officers, it's your job to put a piece of steel in your fist and kill those sons of bees when they come to kill our kids. In a recent profile in Men's Journal. Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to disagree with that. If somebody going to the school and wanting to cause violence on my kids, man, them police officers better take care of business. That's all I'm saying. That's real talk. Borzell himself has most recently focused on raising awareness about allegedly anti-Christian bigotry on ABC's The View, and we know what fallout that had. On the industry side, Rockstar Games CEO, this is interesting, Strauss Zelnick and ZeniMax CEO Robert Altman were both invited, as was Entertainment Software Association President Mike Gallagher. The members of Congress seem to have been uninterested in forcing the issue, because they know there's nothing there, and it's a reach. In a statement after the meeting, Representative Vicky Holtzler, a Republican out of Missouri, focused on non-gaming measures. Discussions, and this is her quote, "Discussions should not be limited to just video games and guns," and I agree, said Holtzler's statement after the meeting. The president's approach of leaving no stone unturned is prudent, and similar meetings with the movie industry pertaining to gun violence on film should also be conducted. Oh my. Can we get a round of applause for her, man? Can we do that? Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Because yes, she's 100% right. Basically, bruh, if you're going to attack video games, you need to attack movies and everything else. But I'm not going to attack movies because I'm Donald Trump. I own some of the movies. I'm in them. I'm spectacular. You should see me. Go check it out. Well, you know what? You're not going to be able to check it out because they're all going to be sold out. They're already sold out. Haven't even made it yet. It's already sold out. But Senator Marco Rubio out of Florida. Boo. Nobody likes Mark Rubio. Who was initially listed in the White House announcement, was unable to attend due to scheduling conflicts. No, I don't think it was scheduling conflicts because you ain't got much going on in Florida, bro. You need to be changing up some stuff for the people in Florida, I think. And these are Republicans, by the way. I don't get all into Republicans and Democrats, but y'all, these are Republicans making these statements and stuff. The game industry, for its part, has held its ground. We welcome the opportunity today to meet with the president and other elected officials at the White House. The Entertainment Software Association said in a statement, "We discussed the numerous scientific studies establishing that there is no connection between video games and violence, First Amendment protection of video games, and how our industry's rating system effectively helps parents make informed entertainment choices." Give that man a round of applause. Can we give him a round of applause? Can we give him a round of applause? Give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. A little slow with the button there, but we got it. Keeping it, guys. Just got to keep it real. Yeah. But yeah, y'all know what? I don't get so caught up into studies that much, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Entertainment Software Association, they did the study. They got it done. But who paid for it? You get what I'm saying? If I pay for a study to get done, and it can hurt me, if the results can hurt me, I'm gonna kind of, probably want to pay somebody that's gonna do a study that's gonna benefit me. You see what I'm saying? These are multi-million, if not billion-dollar companies. They are not gonna put out a study that's going to go against them. So on one hand, yeah, they probably could have swayed it with some money, or two, the study could have been legit and they like, oh, we need to get this out. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, in my personal opinion, I don't see video games causing that influence on people. I just don't see it. You see what I'm saying? So continuing on, a recent York University study backs up ESA's claim, finding no evidence of a link between violent games and violent behavior. Okay, so we got some people backing it up. So okay. When former Vice President Joe Biden took on video games in a similar summit in 2013, the industry used the same lack of scientific evidence to convince him to back down. And I mean, that's it. Now, mind you, the video game industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, man. So anytime money is involved, it's going to be some lies somewhere. I'm just being real. It's still anyone's guess where Trump will land on the issue and how that might translate into actual policy. I don't think it will. Like I said, I think this is just a distraction, a diversion, something to buy them some time so they ain't taking heat, just to put it on somebody else, pointing the finger. But even the harshest critics in the room seem to think outright restrictions on violent content were off the table. No restrictions. Why? Because they're already labeled. I don't think there should be any government control over it. And I agree, government, keep your hands off our games. Roselle told The Verge. But think there is some programming that contains just absolute mind-boggling violence. And I'll agree with that. It's some games you just be like, man, they just wanted to be as violent. And the developers will tell you, we wanted to be as violent as possible. especially when killing aliens. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We've all seen it. It is appropriate in a civilized world to have, he said, is it appropriate in a civilized world to have that? Or could the industry listen to the better angels of their nature and say, we just don't want to do it on a voluntary basis? And here's the thing. You don't have to play it. As a parent, you don't have to buy that game for little Timmy. Stop trying to spoil your kids and be a parent. Stop trying to be their friend and be a parent. If you know that, parents, y'all need to know what's in these games. And with the generation that's having kids now, we should know because we grew up with video games. No, y'all too busy on social media. With no voluntary restrictions forthcoming from the industry, the result is likely to be a retread of President Trump's earlier proposal to arm teachers, also widely criticized as a distraction tactic. I'll agree, but schools are doing it. There's a school actually down here, a school in Arkansas that's thinking about deputizing the teachers. And that is insane. That's going to lead to more problems, y'all. That's going to lead to more problems because you're going to have teachers start firing on students whenever they feel threatened. And I can see it. It's going to happen. Congress is expected to vote next week on the first school safety bill since the Parkland shooting, allocating $50 million a year for teachers training and reinforced classroom doors, among other things. The bill contains no gun control measures, of course. And that's so stupid. Do y'all know what $50 million is going to do? Nothing. I wonder what schools those are going to go to. You know how many schools are in America? Come on, man. Like, be real. Let's be real about it. Okay. And I'm not going to get into the comments. Y'all can go check it out. I gave y'all the website. I read it. There you go. You happy I did something good for you to start your morning off on a decent note. But like I said, I don't like it. I don't feel like video games have anything to do with it. But like I said, go to Twitter and check it out. And see what people say, man. See, let's go look at it real quick before we cut to break or whatever. So far, we've only got 5 votes, but hey, we're growing. 20% has said video games, while 80% say idiotic people. And I agree. This is the Dmgaming Morning Show with your host, Andre Dorsey, y'all. And we'll be right back. And I'll bring in a special guest for y'all, Mr. Not Katt Williams. Stay tuned. Thank you. Welcome back to the Dmgaming Show with your host, Andre Dorsey. We got a chat. It's Mr. Chris. What's up, Chris? I don't know if you can hear me, buddy. But what's up? Chris says that this video game / violence is brought on by the lunatic liberals, as Mark Dice would say. And I agree, man. It's idiotic. It's idiotic to think that video games is causing a lot of issues such as such. Now, y'all, if you want to get in on the chat, man, follow the link on our Twitter at Dmgaming5, and it takes you to the Spreaker website. You can create an account. It's completely free, and it allows you to hop into the chat. We're also on iTunes. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on SoundCloud. You can also tweet me. If you want to hop in, if you want to comment on the chat, just tweet at Dmgaming. Use the just tweet me. I'll get the tweet at Dmgaming. I got notifications on. Just tweet me at Dmgaming5 with your comments or anything that you want to say on the show. And man, just make it happen. I love the interaction. But Chris, big shout out to you, my friend. Hope you're having a good morning. And yeah, he's right, man. Video games, they're not violent, man. Basically, that meeting was a waste of time, but I guess they're going to do what they want to do. But y'all, got a special guest for y'all today, Mr. Not. What did I click? What did I click? Mr. Look at me. I'm messing stuff up. I'm clicking to open it up, Spreaker. I don't want to open it up. Let me bring on my special guest, y'all, before he gets upset. Mr. Not Katt Williams, y'all. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you. No cameras, please. Pimping. No cameras. You hurt my eyes, pimp.
What's going on, Mr. Not Katt Williams?
Not that much, Andre. I'm glad to be on the show today. I've been listening to your show for a very long time, and you're doing an awesome job, pimping.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, what do you think? I mean, I ask this because, Kat, I don't know if you play video games or not. What do you think? Do you think that video games are causing kids to be violent?
I let my children play video games, and when they playing video games, Andre, I like to sit back and do some stuff that I don't know if I can say on the radio. But I don't think that video games is causing a lot of violence. I think what it is that we got a man in the White House who even keep his wife happy. Yeah, she don't even want to hold his hand, pimp. You gotta get that man out of there. Somebody need to find him some diapers. Somebody need to get him something to do with his time, because he is seriously lacking it up for America. I will say that. That is true.
I ain't gonna disagree with that. It seems like he has too much time on his hands. The dude is on Twitter all the time, man. And one of the people in the interview or in the article talked about movies. Now, there are a lot of violent movies. And there's some movies that don't make it to theaters that are very violent, So, what do you think as far as movies are concerned? What is your opinion on which one is more violent, video games or movies?
I gotta think about that for a second. I would have to say, I'm not gonna lie. A pimp don't lie. Ain't that the song? Pimps don't lie. But anyway, I would have to say there's some violent video games. Don't get me wrong, pimping, there's some violent video games out there that the little children just don't need to be playing. But I will have to digress. There's some violent movies out there too. I really think that this is nothing more than a chance to distract the American people. I really do. Let's get back to the serious issues that's on the table, pimp, because I don't know where you're trying to go with this. I don't know where you're trying to hide. I don't know who you're trying to hurt. It's almost like he's just making it a point to piss off everybody. I ain't gonna disagree with that, man. It really do seem like that. It seems like it's just one thing after another with this administration, man. They can't even seem to keep people in the White House, man. And I respect the office of the President of the United States. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But I feel like he's concerning himself with things that he shouldn't be concerning himself with. Video games, of all things, there's a lot more serious issues going on other than video games. And not once have I heard him talk anything about bullying. What about that? What about, yeah. What about getting some people in here to talk about bullying and get some programs in here? You know what I say, Andre? I wouldn't be so... See, that's why I couldn't be the president. I could not do it. I'm sorry. I could not be the president of the United States. Because what I would do, I would say, for every bully who gets caught bullying, take him out to the back, make sure the entire school is watching, and give him 40 lashes.
I don't think that. I actually think that would be counterproductive, Kat. I think if somebody's getting bullied, that may and something like that happens. I think that may actually lead to them doing something violent.
You know what? I didn't think about that, Pip. I'm under the influence this morning. You gotta excuse me. A pimp might not be thinking fully correctly. But in all seriousness, I really do feel like they should have some implementations in place for these bullies. Because nobody says anything about the bullies. Stop bullying. The man, I was looking at my phone the other night on Facebook, and this man had his little children running in the rain. I'm not even playing. It was so pimp. I was like, oh my gosh. Now add a little black kid and a little black man had his children running in the rain to school. It would have been all over the news. It would have.
Yeah, I saw that too. My wife was showing that to me last night. I seen that, y'all, and he was the parent was doing this, y'all, because the kid was being a bully to somebody in school, and this is how idiotic our society is. You had people that were more concerned with the child getting sick than the child bullying somebody. Yeah, that's the society we in.
That's retarded. Okay, because had this little bully, had he called some child to take their life, or had he been the bully that caused the little boy to come in and cause violence to everybody else, nobody would have said nothing about him. But you so concerned with this little children running in the rain because you don't want him to get sick. What is society coming to?
I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, y'all think about that. These people were attacking this guy because his son was bullying, got caught, and he punished him by making him run to school in the rain. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think it's brilliant. Now, had he took a belt to his son's behind, they would have said child abuse. People still calling child abuse. All he doing is running. They run out in the rain at recess. You know what I'm saying? So what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this, and I don't know, man. I say that it's us. It's the parents.
And you're right. Yeah. It's the parents. The parents need to step up and do just a little bit better. They really do.
I agree with you, Kat. Kat, man, we appreciate you for stopping in for the little segment that you did. Everybody give Katt Williams a hand.
Thank you, Andre, and I hope that you put me on some more shows in the future.
I think we will. We'll do that. Appreciate you for stopping in, y'all. Appreciate you for stopping in, Kat. The Not Katt Williams, y'all, on the Dmgaming show with your host, Andre Dorsey. Y'all, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Dmgaming5. Also, we have a website now. Yes. We got a website. Finally got it up. It's not much there, though. So the website is www.dmgaming06.com. Very simple. www.dmgaming06, and these are numbers. You're not going to type out 0, just the number 06.com, and from there you can go to the website, leave us a message, and we'll get back with you. You can go to the YouTube page from the website. You can go to the Twitter from the website. You can go to the Instagram from the website, the Facebook, to the podcast even. So if you're looking for the link to get to Spreaker to sign up and things like that, just go to the website, y'all, www.dmgaming06.com, and everything is there for you. The YouTube, the social media, the podcast, everything. So, and we even have a blog going with video game reviews and things like that. It's pretty cool. It is. It's pretty cool. It is. It's pretty cool. So, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to get a scientific analysis behind it from the Dmgaming's own scientist, Professor Sherman Clump. Y'all stay tuned. Welcome back to the Dmgaming Show with your host Andre Glenson. Y'all, we sitting here talking about some big time issues in the video game industry, and talking about how the White House had a meeting and it really didn't amount to anything. It was a complete waste of time. Nothing came of it. Nothing will come of it. There's already a rating system in place for the video games. But y'all, we have another special guest, our own Dmgaming's professor, not Professor Sherman Klump. Y'all gotta put that not in there. We ain't trying to get sued. Not Professor Sherman Klump, the scientist. So y'all welcome him in, Mr. Sherman Klump. Thank you. Thank you. Andre, it's marvelous to be here. This is most fantastic. I appreciate you for coming in, Mr. Klump. Professor Klump, my bad. That's quite all right. So, being the scientist, excuse me, I know you don't, well, you've conducted your own study. And I'm going to open the floor for you to come in and present everybody with what was your findings on this? Because we hired you to do this. We didn't pay you because we ain't got the money to, but anyway, what was your findings on the effects of video games on people? Well, let me clear my throat. Andre, I want to say thank you. Big shout out to Spelman College for, allowing me to conduct these studies on their children. But what we found out was that video games does not have any effects whatsoever on the youth. That's it. Oh, okay. That's all. Yeah, that's it. They don't affect them at all. No, but in all seriousness, video games. See, the people that try to say the video games have a negative effect on people actually are quite mistaken. For instance, video games actually has a positive effect on the brain. Really? Yes, really. Video games, just like any other thing, should be taken in moderation. It is a scientific fact that if you play video games too long, that you are opening yourself up to such things as epileptic seizures and things of that nature. Yeah, man. I mean, I had a cousin who, suffered from that, for playing video games for hours on end. Video games do a good job of telling you that, though. They give you the health warnings and things like that to let you know, look, you don't want to play this for an extended period of time. Some games even go as far to implement breaks inside the game, like the commentary may say, hey, you might want to take a break or something like that. And it's pretty cool, man. But so you said it has a positive effect. Yes, it's been scientifically proven, Andre, that some video games actually improves the hand-eye coordination of said individual. Also, it is a well-proven fact that such agencies, such as the military and aviation experts, things of that nature, often use video games as training regimens. Yeah, because some video games are, amazingly realistic. Most recent is Project Cars 2. If you look at the development of that game, they even have this chair that you can use to test it out, and that's how they tested it out to see how that's how they program the cars to actually drive like their real-life counterparts. It's some of the most amazing technology out there. And the military even goes after some guys that plays these, what they call them, first-person shooters, because their eye-hand coordination is on point. That's some very interesting stuff. But we thank you for that, Professor Klump, for your input on that. You're welcome. You can call me anytime, anywhere. You want to give a shout out to anybody? Yes, I do. I want to give a shout out to Miss Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, Sherman Klump. Nicki Minaj. All right. Baby, most impressive. Been nice having you. Been nice being here. Till next time, thank y'all for having Mr. Sherman Klump. All right. Sherman Klump in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break, y'all. When we come back to the Dmgaming Show, we're going to talk about something that's got me super excited. Boxing making its return to the video game industry. It's the Dmgaming Show, y'all. Be right back. Welcome back to the Dmgaming show with your host, Andre. So, y'all, we got some news up, man. And it's some pretty important news. I think some news that people will learn to love, as I did. I seen this post on Facebook a while back. And it was talking about, it had a picture of EA Sports Fight Night, and on the cover it had Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Or was it Oscar De La Hoya? No, it was Manny Pacquiao, I think. It was one of the two. I knew Floyd was on there. And somebody posted saying, oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. They announced that Floyd's making one. And okay, first of all, it hasn't been announced by a developer or a publisher. But, you know, at first I was like, nah, bro, I probably would have heard about that. But I told the guy I would look into it. And because I was like, Floyd Mayweather, he was never even in a fight night. Because, I mean, Floyd says he wasn't in fight night because he wanted to own it. He wanted some ownership stake in it, and they wouldn't let him. But I think Floyd didn't want himself in fight night because he didn't want nobody losing with him. It was probably a little bit of both. But y'all, upon further research, I ran into a video from TMZ, and it is it's on their YouTube page. So all credit goes to TMZ Sports. Go look up their YouTube page. And Floyd Mayweather reveals he's working on his own boxing video game. And I'm just gonna play it and let y'all listen.
Or some kind of video. Well, you know, I'm working on my video game as we speak. Beautiful. Because you know, I couldn't go on. I don't know what's the boxing video game that was out not too long ago. What they call it? Fight Night or something. I couldn't go in there because remember, before I do anything, I have to have some ownership. Absolutely. So remember, I'm not posting a private jet if I'm chartering. If I'm chartering a jet, I'm not posting. Yeah. We own jets. Okay.
So there's a video, and basically it's saying that the TMZ, they asked him about a boxing game. Floyd says that he's working on one, and he brought up Fight Night and said that he wasn't in Fight Night, or he didn't do that because he wanted ownership, and they wouldn't give him ownership. But I guess with the money that he has and the position that he's in, he's going to put out his own boxing game. And I really hope that it's true, y'all. I do. I really hope that it's true because the community has been longing for another boxing game. And UFC is a good fighting game, don't get me wrong, but it's not boxing. And boxing is very fun. I've played boxing games since forever, since ever I can remember. And while boxing may not be as popular as a sport in itself, boxing is still a very, very fun game. And I love the Fight Night series. In my opinion, EA Sports did a good job with it. Even when they put a story mode in it. And, only thing I didn't like about the story mode is I'm the type of person I want to put my own self into the game. But as far as sports and stuff goes. But the cool thing about it was still very entertaining. It was still very interesting. It was still very fun to play. And I mean, if he's doing this, that's going to be awesome. Now, the question raises, is he just blowing smoke or is he legit? I think that he's actually legit. Now, what kind of boxing game this will be, I don't know. Who's going to be the developer or the publisher? I don't know. I'm hoping that I wouldn't be, let me say this. And I'm going to open up another poll on Twitter about this. Who would you rather be the developer and publisher of, the publisher we know will be Money Mayweather or something like that. But do you want 2K to handle this, or would you want EA Sports to handle this? Because there's pros and cons to both. I think EA Sports has done boxing games for so long. They were the titan in the boxing game industry, and so it only seems right for them to do it. They do very well with fighting games. They just don't do very well with football games, in the opinion of a lot of people in football and basketball. But UFC is a very, very good game. Hockey is very good. FIFA is very good. So, just it seems like the development issues with Madden and NBA Live, is the only thing that plagues EA in the sports department. And the people say that 2K does it better, which I'm not going to argue with a lot of that. But I digress. So we're going to open up another poll on Twitter asking if Mayweather does come out with this game, who would you like to do it? Because with 2K, you're going to run into microtransactions. You see what I'm saying? You're going to run into microtransactions. But with EA, you may run into server issues or fighting issues or things like that. So let's do that. Let's open up another poll. And let's ask if Mayweather and we're going to tag him in it. If Floyd Mayweather really does a boxing game, and I'm doing it now. Let's do the boxing emoji. How about that? I like that. Let's do the boxing emoji. Who should develop it? And we're going to say EA Sports. And for the other one, we're going to do 2K. And we're going to run this one for a length as well, for a week. Because I want to get some traction on this, okay? So y'all go down and, I can't even spin my dial. There it goes. Y'all go there and vote at Dmgaming5. The tweet just went live. Let me tag EA Sports in this. EA Sports, and let me tag 2K. All right, so we got that up. So go vote on that as well. We got some stuff going on, man, and it's there. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm doing this live, so whatever. Because I love it. So we just got the tweet live. So I tagged Floyd in it. I tagged EA Sports in it. I tagged 2K in it. That if Floyd is doing a boxing game, who should develop it? And y'all, my personal opinion, I would like for EA Sports to do it, because I feel like if 2K does it, the microtransactions are going to be atrocious. Because in NBA 2K, you can't even change your hair without paying virtual currency, and that's retarded. However, I will say that 2K did a good job with wrestling. They didn't throw a whole bunch of microtransactions in that. And it would probably be a breath of fresh air to see 2K do it. Maybe Floyd does one with EA and 2K says we'll one up you. And I think that it is legit. There's no better time than now, especially on the heels of his fight with Conor McGregor, which, it happened, some time ago, but people still know about it. It's still kind of fresh, and it takes time to develop a video game too. So, and there are rumors as well about him potentially getting into the octagon with Mr. Conor McGregor. But I digress. But y'all, that's all the time that we have for today on the DM Gaming Show. I really, really, really appreciate everybody tuning in. Share this with your friends. Y'all don't forget to go to the website, www.dmgaming0606.com, dmgaming06.com. You can go to our YouTube from there. You can find the Twitter handle on there at the bottom of the page. So everything is there to find out everything about us. It's all there on the website. Just go to it. We're going to be improving it in the days to come. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank our special guests, Not Katt Williams and Not Sherman Plump. Until next time, thanks for listening, and God bless.